celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can call for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
Check. 180. Check. Stop your whining.
Mayfield off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 55, mark 55. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Tight guard. Hey, alert. My time.
Throwing, Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, zoom. 22, zoom.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alvin Kamara, 69 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McIntosh. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, McIntosh. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Throwing on first down, McIntosh. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McIntosh. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. McIntosh. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now Mayfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Alpha, get it.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Steelers 13, Browns 0.
Cut 90, Wolf. 50, Mike, 50. You ain't doing nothing today. Be driven.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, McIntosh. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now Elliott, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Mayfield, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. The decision to go for it on fourth has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on fourth down. Now Mayfield on fourth down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll wind up short of the goal line, so they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. McIntosh, flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Back to throw. McIntosh. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
60 outlaw.
From the gun, McIntosh. He'll buy some time right. Got an open man. It's Washington. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, McIntosh dancing to his left. This is caught, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Travis Kelce, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Ezekiel Elliott. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. My touch.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On the ground, Kamara, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Go. I can't believe they
Operating from the gun, McIntosh, but it's brought in by Washington. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd down. McIntosh flushed out. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Steelers 30, Browns 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind, they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations.
Hey, Orbit. 44. Hey, let's get him home. I got it.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Kelce, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Good.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield now. It's caught by OBJ. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield, complete. It's Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
At the 34-yard line.
This is Elliott, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, seam 6. My God.
Now Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And the Browns first down.
Set, 20. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Draw play, Elliott. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, hammering for the goal line, he loses the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run, and the Browns get a score closer.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said, this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means.
Hey, alert!
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he's got 4. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Second and 2. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. McIntosh got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Travis Kelce with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Mayfield off the play fake. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. The Browns on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Mayfield, they'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alvin Kamara, 94 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They keep on the ground with Elliott, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. From the 35 on second down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there out of Kamara. 54 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running with Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on third and long. McIntosh. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
We got this.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
King!
They'll run with Elliott. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Steelers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we